transition again back to you. I want to get to State, man. I want to get there.
Yeah.
So this 99 now.
99 figures. One of the guys who was in the camp had already gone like 2 years prior. Got there, and he's the one who linked us, who really pushed for me and this other girl to go. So we ended up going, the two of us, and it was a school in the Shambas, in the middle of Mahindi.
Okay, this is exciting.
In Missouri.
So you go. Okay, first and foremost, you go to Stato on a
track scholarship.
On a track scholarship.
Yes.
Any specific run that you're going to do?
I was mostly like a 400 and 800 meter runner, but I wasn't so good at 800. 400 was my thing, but I wasn't like, the US already has sprinters, so I never really focused on it.
Yeah.
But in high school,
and in fact, I'm like, Kenyans should be going for marathon.
Yeah. No, in high school, I did run. That's the part I think I forgot. Okay. 2 things people didn't know I could do was sing and run. So in high school, I ended up. So there was a sports day, and my bro was like, come, let's do the 4x4. So we ran. We do the 4x4, and one of the physics teachers like,
this guy,
wewe Mugo, unakimbia. He's like, he wouldn't leave me again. So we go for the district. We do our 4x4. We win. One of the guys who watched me running came back to school. Is like, not knowing I've been running all this time because my dad is a coach. It's just that I've never gone to the field, because why should I go to the field? Then in the field home. I want to play basketball. So, but also running helped me play basketball, because now my endurance was. I
was even going to say that point guards. First of all, speed is one thing that's necessary for a point guard. Dude, we have very similar lives. I was a point guard and also a runner. But anyway, so you get the scholarship visa that you get. I mean, the visa that you get is an educational visa.
Yeah, it's an F1.
F1. Yeah. And you get the F1 with the papers. Was it a half scholarship? Full scholarship?
It was 3/4.
Whoa, that's good, dude.
Oh, it was good. But remember, these are the guys over here are getting full rides. My bro got a full ride. Most of the people that I know got a full ride.
Yo.
Yeah.
So all you have to pay is your air ticket, literally.
Yeah, just go there.
And then you've got that car.
Oh, but there's survival.
Okay, we get survival, but guys, a lot of guys are put on a plane.
Yes, and then you go figure it out.
Even Kwarai, uko solo.
Uko solo, yes. By the time you get in there, like because part of your package is like you get accommodation, food, and now education is paid.
Man, you had I don't want to minimize whatever it was, but it was soft landing.
Oh man, mine was soft landing.
And you go alone? You don't go with your folks?
No, I go alone. I went when I was 20.
What year?
1999.
What month?
December 30th.
Hey, you went to the Barini.
Imagine. And then I figured, yeah.
So where do you land?
I landed I landed in Atlanta.
Okay.
And then I connected to St. Louis.
So you are where were you going? What university were you going to? What college?
It's back then it used to be called Central Methodist College, but now it's called Central Methodist University.
Okay.
Yeah, and in Fayette, Missouri.
They tell us if you even throw a map.
So
Sioni.
Fayette is 20 minutes away from a town called Columbia, Missouri. Columbia, Missouri is where University of Missouri is. University of Missouri is one of the biggest schools in the state. Yep. And so it's like 20 minutes away. This is a Methodist college. It was a smaller school, very nice. I think we were not more than, I don't think we were more than 5,000. And
it's shags.
It's shags.
So when you explain the location around,
then you just chomoka, and there's like a small town, and then there's a college.
So it's a college campus.
Yes.
It's so what drives the town is a college.
It's farming and college.
Oh, yeah. So tunaongea hapa umeenda Nyeri.
Nika nimeenda Eldoret. Alafu.
But Eldoret has changed.
Yes, I've been there. But now it's like you go to Iten.
Yes.
And then you ingia huko ndani, you're going through wheat,
Yes.
corn, nini, then all of a sudden
There's like a series.
there's like a tall small town. It has a golf course, it has, you name it, like it has. The only thing
it
is
was
that
huge.
the only shops were closed. The only thing is that shops were closed early.
But everything is within. So
Everything
basically,
is-
everything is within the campus. You don't need to leave the campus.
You don't need to leave the campus, but not like shopping. We had to go out a little bit.
Okay.
If you wanted like some, like if you wanted to buy extra stuff, like you'd have to go to a Walmart,
Yeah.
which was like a 10-minute drive.
Okay. Let's talk about more of this. Your feeling, your emotions. How is it now being in the plane when you're told, okay, fine, you've gotten the scholarship. Bye. Your parents say bye to you. Had you been abroad before?
No.
Okay.
The first thing I noticed when I got to Atlanta was there's a guy in high school.
Actually, sorry to take you back. Even your visa, you got it after the bomb blast, because you're talking about getting a visa in 1999.
Actually, I got it in 99, and they had moved the embassy to Mombasa Road.
Oh, it was Mombasa Road.
It was on Mombasa Road, and it looks like it's that area where the train station, the train is. That's where it was. But like life has funny. My bro got his. My bro and a couple of. So when my bro came, that was one of the largest groups of people that left the camp at the same time. So there must have been like 6 or 8. They got their visa. The bomb blast was on
August 8th?
Friday. Yeah, it was a Friday. They had gotten their visa on a Wednesday.
Oh, man.
I was there.
Oh, man.
Outside, waiting for them.
What?
Then the day it happened, we were in town shopping, getting ready for him to leave. We were in Uganda. I don't know what street the Uganda house is on. When I tell you, like, we were walking down the Uganda house, you can walk through and go to the other side.
Yes.
We hear something shaking. We see dust start rising. And me, Kumbuka, we are training to run. The way we chamoka from that building, because we thought the building is collapsing.
Yeah.
You go outside, we kutana with guys coming, like from that side of the embassy coming up.
Yeah.
And you see people bleeding. I was like, what's going on? We hear there's a bomb. We are curious. We go.
It's you, your dad,
Me?
mom?
No. Me, my bro, and a friend. As we walking down, we partner with people, like even with like glasses shut, like glasses stuck, from the, and we fika, these streets of Nairobi, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But we fika, so the embassy was here, this building on, you see the next building that was next to Cooperative.
Yeah.
One side was like,
Nothing.
and then you just see charred bodies, legs, uko and mwili uko chini. Hey, I looked at it, I told my bro, let's go home. We fika home, we got out of town, we fika home, we were seeing everything on the news. And then we're just looking at each other, we were like, we were there the day before, like 2 days
before.
Yeah. And we were there at 5:30 a.m. Because you had
yes,
to fika
that time
mapema.
the guys used to make lines for crazy.
Fika mapema there.
Yo.
Yeah. And even one of the friends I'm going to talk about, the mom used to work in the embassy and she got injured. And it was, so me, I got it.
Yes.
A year later with so many restrictions.
And did you, with restrictions? In fact,
I was Nimwad the first time.
You were Nimwad?
Yeah.
But you had a visa, you had the scholarship.
I had everything. There was this guy, he was an Asian guy. People used to say he wasn't nice. I was Nimwad. So when I went the second time, the guy asked me why. Like everything, my paperwork was in order. But you're not given based on that.
Yep.
It's that person.
On that day, how he's feeling.
Yeah, how he's feeling. And that's how a lot of things happen.
So after you see, in fact, this is such a good conversation to have even before we talk about going to States, because it's a process.
It's a process.
You don't just wake up and go to States. You had all your documentation, everything.
And even before that, like you have to do you don't want to do your SATs too early. You never used to want to do your SATs too early because you don't want them, they had a
time period. Yep.
So you do your SATs, you do your TOEFL, and then now the school has to send you an I-20. The school has to accept you, and then they send you an I-20. Now with those 3 things, you can book your appointment. You book your appointment, you go. And now for that appointment, you have to have a bank statement.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's a host of things. So
after they denied you, how long did you have to wait before you can reapply?
I think it was within 2 weeks.
Okay, because now it's
now it's
6
process.
months or something like that.
But do you know, like, I think Kenya is one of the countries that the US offers a lot of F1 visas to. I don't know. I think we have the most number.
And F1 visas are educational?
Educational.
Okay.
People who are going to college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get your visa. Whew, thank God. Tell your folks goodbye.
I tell my folks goodbye.
Are you going to the same place as your brother?
Yeah. No. Now my brother is in Washington, D.C.
Is that far from where you are?
Yes.
Okay.
By car is like a 12 14
So we're talking now you're going to Arusha or Dar es
Now
Salaam.
me, so
down from Nairobi.
No, because where I am is in the smack middle of the country. It's called the Midwest, and my bro is in the East Coast. So I go there, but luckily I'm going with someone who was from the same camp, and I'm going there to someone who was in the camp.
Okay. So
another soft landing. Yeah.
Okay, so from how are you feeling?
Excited. It's a new beginning.
Okay.
Little did I know.
That's what I'm asking. The beginning.
Little did I know it was going to be like a life lesson.
Pocket money.
Yeah.
The school is just only going to pay your education. They're not giving you.
No,
but you're lucky. They're giving you food, food and shelter.
That's catered for.
Oh, that's good, dude. You had a good landing.
Yeah. So I just had to pay part of the school.
Okay.
And
were your folks paying that, or was that going to be on you?
No, see, when the first one is going to be on me, and then you work your way to get it in a full scholarship. And then you can do combination. You can get an academic and athletics scholarship.
Yeah, so what scholarship did you have?
Me, I had sports.
So what does that mean?
So my scholarship was, they pay for my school, and I ran on behalf of the school. So,
but they're paying 3/4.
Yeah. So instead of giving you money because you're an amateur,
yes,
they are paying for your education. Because they can, once they give you money, they pay you. That makes you a professional.
And that's illegal.
No.
Or what does that mean?
It doesn't. Yeah, college level.
No, they can't give you because you're getting different visas and things like that.
Not even that. Like if you're a.
Because I saw this with LeBron as well.
Yes. So if you get paid, you can be on a scholarship. So it's either you take the money and then you pay for yourself, school. You can still go to the same school, but now they won't pay for you because you're using your talent to earn a living.
Yeah.
Or you can use your talent to, it's kind of like leveraging your talent for them to pay your school.
I get that.
Yeah.
So the other quarter, had you agreed with your parents who's going to pay it?
The other quarter?
Because remember, they've paid 3/4.
No, they haven't paid. No, school is paid 3/4.
Yes.
Yeah. See, now the other one, you talk, you're like, okay, now this one, you have a plan. Is you go there and you make sure you get a full scholarship one or the other, whether by malizing it to the academic or you make sure you get a full ride.
Okay. Yeah. So this was in your mentality.
On sports.
Yeah, but
that was my mentality.
What I'm trying to ask is, you weren't thinking mom and dad are going to pay this?
No.
Because there's a quarter that has to be paid.
No. they gave me the boost. They did. There was like with their friends came and they did a harambe, and then they give you good. Because I remember it was what I didn't realize how much money it was until now. Like later on when you think, hey, because they gave me $2,500 and it was in 1999.
Yo.
Yeah.
Or $2,500. Okay.
In 99, that was a lot of money.
Yep, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So, and this is the funniest thing, like, my grandpa, both of my grandparents were there, but the one who I'm named after, he never used to show, like even come home a lot and everything. He came for that event, and then he asked my mom, when is he going to the airport? And my mom looked at him, was like, huh? And my dad is like, hey, okay, if this man comes to the airport, you're special. But I'm the oldest grandson named after him.
Yes.
So that was also a big deal to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he came. So there was a lot of like, you're like, hey, all these people are here.
Also, they did for you the old school where they come.
Man, my grandpa is asking my mom. Oh, you are ready? Okay, like we plan a car. There we go. They're all there at the airport.
How is that feeling now?
I guess it doesn't hit you until you get on a plane and you're gone. And just like, you're gone. Kenya.
And it's a one-way.
Hey, ilikuanga one way, unarudi nini? But now there's a point akwambia karibu ikwe two-way. But it was a one-way. And I landed in Atlanta. The first thing, so I was telling you, we land and I see.
Are you picked?
No, we're connecting.
Okay, you're connecting
to us to now St. Louis from Atlanta, and I figure there, and you know, like you think people are overweight here, and you see someone, you're like, wow, okay. Then you're like, damn, okay, this is a different country, completely. But it's how big it is, like the airport itself. And we get on a train to go from one side to the other. Yeah, like, wow, okay, umefika. You know, you kimbisha nine. We get on the other plane. We go to what do you call it? We end up going to St. Louis. We get picked up by the coach. So me, I'm thinking that it's like a 30-minute drive. Man, it's like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive from St. Louis to where the school is. So we fika late. I couldn't see anything at night. We reach the school. We sleep. So jet lag.
You're showing your rooms?
No, we ended up staying in a coach's house that night.
Okay.
And jet lag. So you are up, Nini, it's winter. So I wake up in the morning. I'm standing by the door. It's, you know, the sun is coming in. I'm like, it's hot, it's nice. Nikafungua mlango, nikatoka. Where? Nilirudi. Because that sun is deceiving. It is cold. You're complaining this. Yeah.
You know, yesterday we had a shoot here. The Boniface Mongi, he even came with a heater.
I know. It was cold. So you can think like, double this. You know, like it was cold. I ran back in. I'm like, so I asked the guy who was already there. I asked him, he's like,
that guy was already there with you?
Yeah, the guy who...
The other Kenyan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Eliud. He was already there.
So he came to the coach's house?
No, so he came after we arrived. So see him, he didn't pick us up. It's the coach who picked us up, but he came.
But that first night you slept at the coach's house?
Yes.
So he came to the coach's house?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm asking him, hey, Kwani is like, this is winter and it's harsh in the Midwest. Hey, I was like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'll try. So we settled down. They're on a break.
Had you carried clothes for this kind of weather?
Yeah, I had been told.
Okay.
But there's no winter clothes in Kenya. I mean, what winter clothes?
What's winter?
What's winter? You know, like, and then I went to school in Kijabe, so it was cold.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's that Kijabe cold. It's like times whatever. I'm like, what is this? So we had to go, like, he gave me some of his jackets and everything. And then we were given, remember I told you, like, they supply you with stuff. So we were given shoes, training stuff. So hoodies like this. So a hoodie, and now that I remember it. Okay, this is a school this is a different school, but I'll talk about. So the school that we went to, they give you a hoodie with the writing for training. But now it says Central Methodist College track team. So they give you a hoodie, the same material, pants and shoes, socks, running, you know, like, and then you get like 2 of those and then 2 of the other, you know, tracksuits. So we were given that stuff and it was warm.
Yeah.
And then you just buy 1 extra jacket. The rest you just wear like regular jeans or regular pants. So we now orientation. So
the cold hit you?
Yeah. So we go, we register.
So this is day 1 now?
No, day 1 we just hung around.
Day 1 you just...
hung around. Okay. Now after 2 days, we go register. And then we are shown the grounds, and then we are shown the department where, like, the gym and everything, where we'll be spending most of our time.
Now, at this time, are there other people who've also applying for this who've come for this from other parts of the world?
Yes.
So
actually,
like how many
from
people
other parts of the states.
Okay.
So there's like guys who are running track. So there was 2 guys. One was on a half basketball, half track scholarship, and the other one was on a full track scholarship. They were teammates. And then there was guys who were on the football, American football.
Yes, yeah.
On the football team,
yeah.
And they were running track too. They were sprinters.
Okay, another question. At this time, so we're talking about these Americans now.
Yes, these are Americans.
So you're not, the only other Kenyans you know is the chick you've come with? What's her name by the way?
Agatha.
Agatha was running?
Oh, she was a middle distance runner.
Okay, there's Agatha and
Eliud.
That's it.
That's it.
Those are the only 3 Kenyans you know.
That's the only 3
within this state.
But the school had like a couple. There was a small African group.
Yeah, but now 90% of the people you've seen are of different
Americans.
color, race.
Yes.
Did have a lot of blacks or was it
white.
Mixed? White.
Majority white. Because it's a very small school and it's a very nice school. So we came to realize it's an expensive school.
Okay.
Me, I'm like, I'm coming to learn that later. Me, I'm here on a scholarship. I'm like, I'm not even thinking about that.
Okay.
So, so majority of the students are white.
So orientation, you're being shown. What are you thinking about the facilities?
Oh, nice. I'm like, man, this is a college, and it's small. So I'm like, wow, okay. Then you see even their gym, their basketball gym. You're like, yeah, okay. And then you see the track. All the schools there have like tartan tracks. Even elementary schools, like where it's Siatinyasi. No, it's that tartan. So we are shown around that, how big the school is, where the border is, and everything. And then we register there for you. Pick the classes that you're going to do. And
what were you going to do?
Hey, like just every other Kenyan, you're told nursing is the best way to go because it's safe.
So in fact, this nursing thing, I just came to find out about it maybe a year ago. What explain this nursing thing?
It's availability of jobs. And it pays good.
But how do you just pick nursing? What have you studied? Doesn't it ask?
It's so what happens, like I think when people go to the diaspora, and it's I think it's a migrant thing. People cluster in spaces where they are all the same because it's a very foreign place. So you're looking for familiarity.
Yes.
Then there are people who have come there and they kind of know what works or what's like that safe kind of career job. And nursing is not to say that it's easy. Yeah. But it's you're guaranteed to get a job. Okay. A little bit much more better than anything else. It pays well, especially in different, and then there's different pay in different states. Yes. Because of cost of living. So it's those are but it's more influence on
tradition.
Yeah.
Diaspora Kenyan tradition.
Yes.
And then let me ask you again, have you been told you need to pass your education, you need to do this track scholarship? So
there's 2 things. Yes.
Okay.
So for you to maintain your scholarship, you have to perform well athletically and academically. So that means you have to, like for us, we had to maintain like a 2 point something. But us, obviously, because you're getting there and it's the education system.
But you're hearing about a 2 point something GPU.
What's it called? 3 point something, almost 4.0.
What's the thing called again? A GPA. A GPA. Yeah. You see, you live in KCSE. Aren't you like, what's the GPA?
The GPA is like
it's a whole different system.
Yes, it's your like that's how they measure your continuous assessment. Yeah. So it's a grading system. I don't know what I've never asked myself what it means. Yeah. I just know my GPA was good. So. But this is a different. You see, the thing about states, even centimeters they don't use. No, they use inches. It's a whole reset. It's a whole. They use the only thing that's similar to here. They use is meters, and that's only for running. They use a lot of yards. Feet. Feet. Yeah. Me here, someone's like, I'm 1 something meters. I'm like, huh? Even over here, we're asking you about the temperature. Yeah, then we're like, it's Fahrenheit. What does that mean? I have to go. How do you go and convert? So you see, this is a whole new culture that you're entering. Completely. How are you feeling? Excited, Ama? Yeah. You're excited because, first of all, you're young. It's a new stage of your life. Now you're independent. Now you're making all the decisions by yourself.
Okay.
Not realizing nothing is going to be hard. Sasa, you remember the soft landing? Hakuna. You will make mistakes. And how you deal with those mistakes is what's going to determine a lot. And your circle of support is going to determine a lot. But also, what determines a lot is who picks you up from the airport. Because the first thing they show you is how you're going to end up envisioning. You know, like how I was telling you, associating something, you know. So, there's this thing where people say,
that's so powerful. Who picks you up from the airport?
Yeah, it matters a lot.
And what they show you in that first few moments.
Yes. So if someone picks you up from the airport and then that night and then they tell you, let's go out, you're going to associate it with that and your life becomes, that's going to be a big part of your life.
I get it.
That's the saying, like, you know, like there's a saying, you know, whoever picks you up in the airport, if they take you to the clubs, that's going to be your life. If they take you to show you, you know, where you're going to go to school, or, you know, how to get your paperwork situated so that you can start working, that's going to be how you're going to go.
Yo.
Yeah.
That is so powerful. Like such a small statement.
I know. But I think for me, it was easier because my dad had lived there for a year.
So he had already prepared you.
So he had been telling us stories from a long time. Then
did he give you a talk before you left?
Yeah, of course. Even his friends. You know, and also the fact that you're living, you know, you're young. I didn't realize how young I was until now. I think of a 20-year-old, and I'm like, man, it's a young guy. You know, you can't tell them anything, but you realize
they're kids.
Yeah, you know, that 20, you're thinking you've got it all figured out, but no. Okay,
let's go. I'm loving the progression of this story. So now tell me, you guys, you're even shown your room.
Yes.
Did you have a roommate?
Yes, the guy who was already there.
Eliud.
Yeah.
Ah man, you got such a good landing.
I'm telling you,
but
man.
That depends on Eliud's character.
No, I know Eliud. We're still friends even now. Very close friends.
No, but you get what I mean. Again,
yes,
because that's the person you'll be spending most of your time with.
Oh man,
he'll probably influence you and you influence him.
Now that I look back, okay, not that I made the wrong decision because I ended up going to stay, you know, moving to stay with my brother. If I would have stayed there with him also, I would have still ended up solid.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the joy of the camp, my dad's camp. It was more than just training. There's a bond. Like we have a bond that goes. We've known each other for close to some people. We've known each other for more than
20 years.
25.
Oof.
Yeah. There's others we've known each other since 1991. So you're talking about 30 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So now walk me through what it means now to get into the American life.
So, oh man, now our life becomes class, work, and training.